Oh God, it's Cam. Oh God, it's Cam. Why are you here? What's up, Cam? What's good? I don't know. What is good? You tell me what's good. I'm assuming what's good is everything that's not bad, right? Something like that. Something like that. What's good is bad in 20. So I never understood why people like if someone sees something, how are you as opposed to what's good. I don't know what's good. I don't like food. Stuff. Stuff. So yeah, it was pretty smooth ride back, which is good. Or flight back, I just ain't a ride really, but this traffic is insane just because it's one, it's a Friday, two, it's pretty close to rush hour. Two is pretty close to rush hour, so you know, from Ohio, yes. Yes, live from Ohio, man. It's been a while since I've been in Ohio, like a whole 4 days. Well, 3 days, I should say, right? Because I left on Tuesday. So really, it's two full days not in Ohio. But for me, it's more like 2.5 days not in Ohio. Come to Utah, Jackson, Utah. I guess where we were about like, at some point we were about like 80 miles from Wyoming. So someone was like, "Hey, do you want to go? It's only 4:15." Yeah, I said it was gonna be like at 4 the flight landed. So I'm kind of surprised that they were actually like a little bit early. So, and every time I get a chance, I change the flight to or change my seat to the closer to the front of the plane. That way you get off, you can get out of there faster instead of waiting. Oh, but that flight home, dude. Oh my God, there was some lady who had this baby, and this baby would not shut the fudge up, dude. This baby kept crying and and it's just like, shut the fuck up, man. I'm gonna choke your baby out and throw him off the plane or some shit. I'm gonna open up the hitch. Oh God, throw him out the fucking window. Like that baby. Like I get it, like, but if you have a fussy baby or not. And if you have a fussy baby, don't go on flights because you're just gonna piss people off. And it's just like it was constant the whole flight. I mean, the mom at least got up to the point where she got up and was walking back and forth down the aisles with the baby, like shaking him, like kind of like doing a little bounce in her arms, just to get him to like kind of shut up. But like once she sat back down, like the baby would just be like, like, and of course, like it wasn't towards the end of the after we were flying for 2 hours. And no, I would make a good father. But I wouldn't bring my kid on a flight. I would wait till the kid was old enough where he's not. If you, especially again, if if you have a fussy kid or not. So if you have a fussy kid, don't fly. You drive. Simple thing that you can control as a parent and not be disturbing or annoying other passengers. So I will be a great father, actually. I will be a very great father one day. And that day, who knows when it'll be, but it will come eventually. And when it does, that child is going to be glad they were mine. Maybe. You're packing for Ohio? Oh, okay. That's cool, dude. Yeah, we just got in. But yeah, we got off the plane quickly, and You know, I knew where, you know, again, it was easy to remember where I parked because I parked on the 5th floor of the parking garage. So that made things real easy. There's not a whole lot of parking up there. So basically just fly a gamer. I was just telling them that there was this lady on there who had a baby, and the baby was crying and whining the whole damn flight. At least out of a 2 hour and 45-minute flight, the baby was doing that for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Madden 20 is dope. Okay. What would happen if your son or daughter changed teams? They wouldn't. They wouldn't, because they would be raised to know, like, despite the good and the bad, you know, you stick with your team, man. You don't become bandwagons. I would teach them that. That would be like one of their first words is, instead of goo goo gaga or daddy or mommy, it would be bandwagon. Bandwagon. That would be what the kid would say all the time. They have a place for those babies on the plane. I said I was going to open up the latch and throw the baby off the plane. Give him a little parachute. Bye. Send him off with the mom and the dad. Because I said, you know if you have a fussy kid. So if you have a fussy kid, then you don't bring them on a plane. You drive or fly. Not under the plane. Wow. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, you know what? Put that bitch in a doggy cage or whatever, and then put his ass with the cargo. That bitch is on the back of the plane. In the toilet? Wow. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if I put him in the toilet. I don't want to kill the thing. I just want to, get it off the plane. Flush them out. Wow. What is that? Where you think all the water goes? They flush. Every time they flush, it just pours from the sky. It's just the water just pours from the sky. That's how. That's why when you're driving, it just starts raining. Like, have I played Madden 20 yet? Who, me? You mean like over the past couple of days where I've been not at home, traveling? Like, that's why, my stream is titled Live from Ohio. How am I going to play when I don't have an Xbox with me or anything like that? I was working the whole time. Like, if I wasn't working, it was like literally my day, every day out there would be wake up, brush my teeth, get all freshened up, and I would wake up about an hour before we would leave for work. So I'd wake up, brush my teeth, freshen up, do whatever I got to do in the morning, and I would just go downstairs in the lobby, get my Starbucks or whatever, or something to eat, and then we would go to work. And then when we got off of work, usually we'd leave work around 5, then we would go out to some place to eat, and like by the time we got home, it was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So then at that point, it was like, okay, well then just get ready for bed, just kind of relax and whatever. Yesterday when I streamed was the earliest that we'd gotten in all week. Well, you about to have YouTube as your full-time job? Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a pipe dream. I think I'm just too old for that. I think I'm starting to come to that realization. If I would have caught on to that like years ago, like that would have been ideal, like many years ago, like 8 years ago or something, you know what I'm saying? Like that would have been ideal, like that would have been awesome, but I just wasn't there yet, I guess. What am I doing when I get home? I'm gonna spend some time with the family, so to speak. The family of animals, mammals, and probably maybe get my stuff unpacked. I don't know. What if your family becomes? They won't become Bengals fans. I'm telling you, man, it's not gonna happen. They will not cheer for any other team except for the Browns. They will have to be Cleveland teams or the Blue Jackets when it comes to hockey and soccer. The Blue Jackets and the Columbus Crew. I don't really watch the Columbus Crew that much. I know they exist, and I have updates from their scores of their games and stuff like that. But go Jazz. Wait, so then I'm confused then. Oh, that's right, because you moved around. That's right. You explained your story about how you moved around and how you became fans of all these random teams. You may be the biggest bandwagon ever, Double Break. Besides Cam. Cam's pretty big bandwagon as well. You're not an effing band. Okay. You like the Orioles. Wow. Well, Cam, when I can explain to them, you know, Sonny Boy, there was a time, where like the '80s, the Cleveland had solid teams and they could compete, at least try to get in the playoffs or get in the playoffs and compete. And then there was this period of time, there was this dark time of like 30 years that you were fortunate to not have to be a part of, where the Browns had their issues. And then along came this guy named John Dorsey, and along came this guy named Freddie Kitchens, and along came this guy named Baker Mayfield. And then, like 2 years later, they ended up winning a Super Bowl, and then the Browns were fucking, the Cleveland fans were like kissing John Dorsey's Fields ring, and son, you just had to be there. It was amazing. And then after that, they turned the team around, and the rest is history. The end. Close the book. That's a great story. What the F? You're not a bandwagon? What do you mean you're not a bandwagon? Can't get out of here, dude. You live in New York, and you're a Warriors fan. You live in New York, and you're a Panthers fan. You live in New York, and you're a Rams fan. What? Explain, Cam, you need to explain. How are you not bandwagon? I'm confused. I'm not, and that will never happen. What will never happen? Double Break? Who cares? It's a free world. But you just said you're not a bandwagon, and then you just said now you're changing the story. Cam, you never change, man. So what's this? So I was hearing, I was getting caught up on the NFL news. God dang it. Ugh. So annoying. So I was listening to the NFL news on the plane because that was like, I guess the only remotely interesting thing to do, to try to drown out the crying, the Browns will never win the World Series. I mean, I agree. I would hope that they, yes, I agree. The Browns will never win the World Series. I agree with that because that would be kind of tough, I think, right? So, but they will win the Super Bowl, so I don't know. Some reason when it rings in my car, sometimes it plays my actual ringtone, and then sometimes it plays like some default ringtone. I don't know why it does that. No, Double Break. No, you're done, man. You had your chance. You ruined it, dude. So yeah, why isn't Zeke reporting to camp? Gamer, what's going on there? Like, so actually, I think I know why. I mean, I know why, but so here's my thought: the NFLPA needs to change. See, I thought they changed the contracts where their rookie contracts weren't so long anymore. 5 years still seems long. Hi, Mom. All right, Double Break. We'll be talking. So, they had so it's funny, they were also talking about the Ravens. They were talking about the quarterback situation there. And they said, what does Lamar Jackson got to do better this season than he did last year? And you know what he said? He said he needs to learn how to fucking throw. That's exactly what he said. And what have I been saying since last year? The Ravens are not going to win many games if Lamar Jackson does not learn how to throw the football. Because they were showing deep passing. He was he basically said his numbers just went off a cliff. But so the NFLPA, I feel like now their contracts, I feel like they got to go 3 years instead of 5. I feel like their contracts got to be even shorter for rookie contracts. I don't know if that's going to create more problems, but I feel like it always seems like rookies in the fourth and fifth year, they're always squabbling over wanting more money in a contract extension. So it's like, you know what? Make the contract 3 years. So then that way, by year 3, that's the appropriate. Come on, dickhead, get over. Like, really, like, there's, like, like a mile away that you're going to need to get over, I would presume, but let you link this. Link what? Thanks, buddies. Thanks, buddy boys. The stream is broken. No, it's not. What are you talking about? You're talking about, Willis? You had to restart it. Well, maybe it was broken for you, probably. Near the end, it talks about Lamar. Oh. Kept replaying the last 2 minutes. That's your thing, man. That's your stream. That's your playback that's jacked. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Ugh. Shit, I don't even have food at home, man. I'm gonna buy some food. Shit. I'm gonna have to buy some food. The only good thing, well, I'm kind of surprised they let you put that link in there like that. That's interesting. Oh my god. Oh, maybe because it's a YouTube link, that's why. But even then, I'm kind of surprised. But the bot's not on either, too, so. Wow, oh, they changed this again. Okay. Yeah, I can't really watch that. So, but yeah, I mean, and again, like people, I don't know, Ravens fans seem to get offended when I was saying that, but it's like I've been saying that since the playoffs last year, like, and before that, it's like you can't rely, your entire career cannot rely on running the ball. I mean, at some point, you need to be able to make throws, and I know what the longest time they were comparing Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick, but if Michael Vick could at least make throws, he was at least pretty decent on deep throws, and he had other talents. So if Lamar can't get to something equal to that, then he's done. He won't be in the league very long. He'll be backup QB for life. And he killed tons of dot. That wasn't exactly a skill, right? I mean, so if Lamar doesn't get better, then you can still say Michael Vick is better than Lamar, even though he put dogs in dog fights, he was still a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. What? Is that like saying how bad he would be if he doesn't learn how to throw? I don't know, maybe. I don't know, man. Not a better person? Well, I mean, sure. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Lamar Jackson as a person. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson, the athlete. That's ultimately. I mean, yeah, there's something to be said about character off the field, but ultimately, what matters is what you produce on the field. Yeah, I saw that, Donovan. The fractured thumb happened the same day Corey Coleman tore his ACL, so that's going to be a problem. But those didn't seem like the guys that with the most production, right? I thought they had guys, because remember, they also have freaking Golden Tate. I mean, Golden Tate will keep you in the game, but man, I am starving right now. I am so hungry. The only thing I had breakfast this morning, and it was a yogurt with it had like strawberries in there, and granola, but there was a lot of yogurt in there, and there was like a pretty decent sized amount of granola in that thing. I was full at the time I ate it, but man, it's like I got hungry real fast. Suspensions don't matter. I mean, I never said suspensions don't matter. I mean that suspensions have to do with the person off the field most of the time. Am I breathing better? Yes, yes. Um, I feel like as soon as I got off the plane, I turned to my coworker and said, "Wow, I can actually breathe again." So yeah, it feels great to be home and oxygen. That's the one thing I noticed about flying into Colorado is like it's really nothing but like flat land and like there's nothing there. There's like it's like dirt fields and like I said, the ones that are green are like circular for some reason. I don't know why the ones that are green, like most of them are circular fields that they're green, and I don't understand the reason for that. Um, but then when you come back into Ohio, all right, double break, take care, dude. Love you too, man. When you come back into Ohio, like it's nothing but green, and it's like, oh my god, like it's nice to see trees and shit again. Like that was just like it's so desolate out there in terms of like unless you're like driving around the city, that's one thing, but like around the airport even like there's nothing of any value seemingly around the airport, which is kind of odd for me because it seems like most places you go when you're landing at an airport, there's shit around there. There's either like manufacturing or residential. There's something there. Oh, they took out that bus stop. Why did they remove the bus stop? That's kind of fucked up. That's very interesting. Atlanta would have won a Super Bowl with Mike Vick. Yeah, they probably would have. I mean, it was close. I mean, they had the team, right? They had some of the pieces there to make it possible. Gosh, I'm starving. Then there's all this construction down the street on the way back, which is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop at the store and get something to eat, man. Like, I need food. So I'm probably gonna have to cut this short. Who knows where Matty Ice would be? Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe in Cleveland. Maybe it would have been the savior for Cleveland. No, honestly, it's crazy, but were all those years of punishment worth it for the Browns to finally end up with Baker Mayfield? I mean, maybe. Come on, dickhead. What are you doing, man? Like, sorry, my language. So I hate when people like start making that. Oh, I'm not getting Wendy's, dude. No, I'm going to the Giant Eagle. I'm going to the shopping store because I told you, man, I'm trying to stay away. Like, when Preston was up here, I didn't like we walked like a couple of days and then we had Cedar Point, but like I wasn't doing my ab exercises or anything like that. It was like literally like a full week and then some since I had done any ab exercises, and then we weren't eating the best because again like I eat far less without company around because I'm just able to do that, but so we weren't exactly eating like the best food, and and then so then when he left, then I was able to get back on track for like I guess a couple of weeks maybe ish, and then then it's like okay, go to Denver, so it's like then my diet got completely ruined again because I didn't have time to do my ab exercises. I even brought my exercise clothes. I brought my exercise clothes with me to Denver or Colorado. I should say it's Colorado. So I brought my clothes with me to Colorado because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna walk and try to do some stuff to stay active. But I didn't really get a chance to do that either outside of work because every night we were out so late, and then everyone was drinking out there. So there was a couple nights where I had a couple drinks, and actually one night I had two drinks, and the other night I just had one. Um, And the food we were eating was like, of course it's not. I was trying to eat salads. I was actually being good that way. I was trying to get, like, at least for lunch, I was getting like Caesar salad, and I got a smoothie the one day. So I try to at least regulate my lunch better. But yeah. So, but anyways, I'm gonna have to go so I can like get out of my car and get some food, and we'll see about doing a stream tonight. I'm not really sure yet what I'm gonna do. I just want to get home, get unpacked, and see where life takes me. Actually, I'm gonna do my expense report so I can get paid back for my hotel expenses and shit like that, because it was supposed to go on my boss's card supposedly and all that crap. No, the reservation was there, but everything's gonna be on my cards, I think. So yeah, so that's gonna cost me an arm and a leg for the hotel and all that shit. So since it was like 280 at 289 a night or some shit like that, it's fucking insane. No more Bakersoft jumping out of bed. I know, dude. It's insane. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I might be on later. We'll see. If not, I'll at least be probably in Discord or some shit like that. So I'll catch you guys later.